time. Every morning is an adventure for me, a journey of discovery. Finding clean clothes is enough. I want more. So today I'm going to travel in time and explore the past. I don't mean looking at faded photos of your grandparents or searching for old sandwich under the bed. I mean the really old stuff. Traveling in time is not as hard as you think. All you need is a backpack, good walking shoes, and 2 tickets to the museum. Yes, both the museum. There's more old stuff in that place that you wouldn't ever find in your attic or down the crack in the lodge. Walking through the front door is like walking into history. The first thing you see is a skeleton of a man standing next to a skeleton of a dinosaur. They look like they were going for a stroll. The dinosaur must be well trained. I wonder if he goes to
obedience
class like Frank. In the first display is a sculpture of the Ice Age. It looks just like the inside of our freezer. Perhaps the same scientist who had found the frozen woolly mammoths could look for the ham and pineapple pizza we lost a few years ago. Did you know that primitive man was covered in hair and made tools out of stone? Just imagine if all your tools were made of stone. The tools kits must have weighed a ton. They obviously couldn't make scissors out of stone. The hairstyles were terrible. Egyptians were different. They cared about their appearance. In fact, they cared so much about their looks. They wanted to keep them forever, even after they died. That's why all the mummies were wrapped up in bandages to protect their skin. I wonder where all the daddies were. If they were anything like my dad, they were probably all back in the pyramid watching sports on TV. People didn't go out much in the Middle Ages. It was too dangerous. They spent most of their time locked up in their castles, often with a moat and a drawbridge for extra protection. It's a pity we don't have that extra protection right now. It will make it so much easier to avoid
door to door salesman.
Finding things was a full-time job for
Christopher Columbus.
He sailed halfway around the world to find America, and he didn't even have the address. I wish he was alive today. He could sail halfway around the world again and find Mom's car keys. You don't have to be on the move to discover things.
Isaac Newton
was hit on the head by an apple while sitting under a tree and discovered gravity. Luckily, he wasn't sitting under a coconut tree. He could have been seriously hurt. When Isaac Newton was explaining how gravities make things fall to the ground, I don't think Wilbur and
Orville Wright
were listening. They spent most of their time trying to get off the ground and stay off. After a lot of practice, they managed to stay off the ground for 59 seconds, which is about the same as my record-breaking paper-plane flight. If they had used my design, all they would have to need was a huge piece of paper and an enormous hand. Once people learned to fly, there was no stopping them. Getting off the ground was enough. They wanted to get to the moon. They went all that way to leave a flag and some footprints. That's a long way to go just to make some footprints. It will happen a lot easier just to make them in the cement path that runs down our street. So here we are back, where we staring at the exploring 12,000 years of history. It wasn't too hard. No scratches, no bruises, or
serious illness,
and still have a bulk of chocolate left. It is great to know how things have changed and how people change them. Anyone can change things if they try hard enough.
Even Frank.
Ooh. So how can I make history? That's easy, said my dad. You could be the first kid in the world to do his homework and keep his room tidy. I agree. That's why I decided to design and build the world's first automatic room tidier. Tidy the world. The end.